here we are, Newport Beach on board Steve's 42-foot Viking, and we want to hear your experience, Steve, on what the difference is between, now that we've experienced it at night, the difference between the Flir and the Lookout, and then also we have Philip here from Lookout.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things I've been looking for a little while. We run at night a lot. The fishing grounds here are really, really far off. And I was excited when I got the Flir camera and I put it in, and I'm like, okay, well, that's good for docking. Because when you're out, you really don't see that much detail in this thing. And I saw some other company that was making something similar but for big yachts. And I was like, God, that would be brilliant. And I started Googling, and next thing I knew, I found Lookout, got in touch with them, heard about it, bought into it, ordered a unit, and I mean, that's it right now. And we've had it for a little while. It's running at night, it's a game changer. I mean, obviously you're still going to use your seamanship and be smart about stuff, but just having an extra set of eyes on the water that you can kind of trust is a pretty big deal for me. Because again, this thing, all it's going to do is tell you to brace for impact. Is kind of my joke on what the Flir camera is. If there's a log or something out there, you know, it's thermal, so you're not even really going to see it that well. And this, I have an AI computer looking for stuff. So, especially running at night, we got the Long Beach Harbor up here. We've got container ships. My concern is hitting a container in the middle of the night, right at night, when we're running out. And, you know, this is something that'll give me an edge or give me a big level of safety that I like.
Great. And what was the installation like? Was it a big or small job?
Pretty small job. Actually, what was funny is we were able to steal the cable from the Sirius XM weather, which was also a waste of money at $130 a month or something, and it never really worked that well. So we already had a cable run up. So we just tapped into that cable, installed the box down below, and plugged it into the back of the Garmin, and haven't had any issues. It's been great. Yeah, it's been a really good experience. Yeah.
Fantastic. And Phil, can you explain a little bit about the AI and how that works, and what was the development phase of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are several patents we hold for the ability to detect objects on water. There are other people out there that just have more of a general object detection algorithm, so you're going to end up picking up buildings and planes and things like that. We are specifically focused on the difference between water and not water, which is why it's so sensitive in being able to pick up things like deadhead logs, partially submerged shipping containers, etc. So that's sort of our difference. And then when you get into the near-infrared night vision, as you can see here, I mean, it quite literally is like night and day. You have full-color night vision versus something thermal. There are many situations where even on a Flir, you know, you'll pick up a target, but it's the same temperature as something in the background, so it's also indistinguishable. Whereas, you know, our notation system gives you the ability to see whether it's a boat or just some object you're paying attention to. We also have channel markers, lets you know what side of the channel markers to be on, picks up AIS information. So this is truly, you know, if you want to call it a Waze for water, that's what we're aiming for, is to give you everything you need to know on one screen. And as you can see here, we've got 5 screens, and it's fantastic. But we want to give you as much navigation information on one screen as possible in an extremely easy to digest format.
Yeah, easy to use. I like it. I mean, I like it enough that when Philip told me he was coming out to California, I was like, come out on the boat and you can see it in California, Newport Beach. Here we are now. So I'm a believer. It works, can I say? Yeah. I mean, it's simple. What I like about it too is I find that I look at that screen more than I ever have at a screen at night. Normally I'm just checking the radar, you know, if we're going at night at 2 miles or something like that, and you just look down every once in a while. And this one kind of gives me the confidence that I'm actually looking at something that might detect something. The Flir camera, after the first use, I was like, okay, we don't run that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's for docking in the harbor and stuff, but this thing's a game changer.
Well, fantastic. Well, thanks for your time, guys. I appreciate it very much.